guys, so I have been keeping a little bit of a secret. I created a new sourdough starter a couple weeks ago, and I've been waiting for it, and it has finally more than doubled. So we started out here and we're all the way up to here today. So we are going to do a test run on this starter. I wanted to make another starter because I've been making so much bread recently, and I just kind of like the idea of keeping up with more than one starter rather than trying to get one to grow enough so that I have enough to make all my bread. So maybe I'm crazy in doing that. Maybe eventually I'll change that up, but for now that is what we're going to try. So we are going to try this new starter today. First thing we are going to do is get our warm water. We are going to start with 350 milligrams of warm water. I've got my 126, 267, and 350. Okay, so I've got my 350 of that. Now I'm going to take my nice, beautiful, bubbly starter and put in 100 and, what do I do? Do I 100 grams? 150 grams, sorry. I'm thinking about my recipe here. 150 grams of starter. Oh, it is floating like a beauty. Hopefully this is a good sign, guys. A very good sign. Let me see. We're almost at 150. I want that little tiny piece. Come off. Get off of there. Okay, so I have my 150 grams. I don't know if you can see it kind of floating in there, which is awesome. That's what we want. I'm going to give this a nice little mix. I'm going to set her back up on top here so that I can replenish her in just a little bit. So now I am keeping up with 4 starters. That's right, 4. So we'll see if we can do that because I'm crazy. Oh no. I actually think I ran out of bread flour. I don't know if I have enough bread flour. So this might be a total waste. Holy crap. I did not think about that. I completely forgot that I need to run to the store and get bread flour. So, shoot, what do? Do I leave the starter here and let it stay active in this warm water while I try to go get it? Or do I, yeah, this is not going to be 500 grams. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. This is not how I wanted to start things. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go to the store and get more bread flour and really hope that I didn't screw up this brand new starter. See you guys soon. Okay guys, I am back and I was gone a whopping 21 minutes, giving this a little bit of a mix, hoping that it didn't get screwed up too much. We just won't know until we know, right? So we've got that in there. Get this zeroed out. I bought not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 bags of flour this time because I am really getting kind of tired of running out all the time, which I know that just means that I'll run out still. It'll just be in 4 bags instead of 2 bags or 3 bags, right? Okay, so we got that. Let me open up this bad boy. We are still using that Wilna brand 100% bread flour that I found in Japan. That seems to work really well for my bread. I'm always scared to change things up because you just don't know how things will react, right? Okay, so we've got that. Getting up to my 500 grams of flour. Okay, 500 grams of flour. Then we are going to put in our 10 grams of salt. And we are going to give it a mix. This loaf, I'm really going to watch like a hawk. I'm not going to do my usual timing. I'm just going to play it by ear completely. So far with my other starters, what has worked is I usually make my bread whenever I get home from work. So around 4 o'clock, I make the bread. Sorry, around 3:30 I make my bread. Then I let it rest for an hour. So until 4:30, I let it rest. Then 4:30, 5, 5:30, and 6, I like to do my stretch and folds. Then from 6 until about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, I let it rise. And that's whenever it rises that full, like almost double in size, depending on how warm it is in my house. So that has worked really well for me so far. But this is a completely different beast, right? This is a brand new starter. So, let's set this here. I am just going to play it by ear. I'm going to do my stretch and folds the same. I'm going to let it rest the first hour the same. But then after that, whenever it comes to shaping, I'm going to let the sizing determine how long exactly I leave it. And hopefully that will work things out for me. I'm just trying to get everything incorporated because like I said before in my previous videos, I don't like the whole leaving it a shaggy mess thing. I don't know, that just gives me anxiety. So we got this here. We are going to cover it with a shower cap and let it rest an hour and then I'll be back. See you guys. Okay, and I am back to do stretch and folds on our new starters. Dough. I'm going to get my hands nice and damp. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my coil folds because that is what makes me happy. Usually it takes 1 or 2 tries before I can actually get it off the bowl. Oh, that try came off pretty good. I will take that. Okay, so let's get some nice stretch and folds in there. Already this dough is starting to come together. We are building the gluten every time we do a stretch and fold. That is why it is so important. If you also notice, it makes our dough get more and more smooth every time we do it, every time it stretches, which gives us that fluffy, airy, beautiful dough. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this bread if it does turn out well, though, guys. I don't know if I really need 3 loaves of bread in my house. That might not be good for my staying healthy at all times goal, but we will see how it turns out when I need to get my hands a little bit more damp. I'm going to do 3 more folds and then call it quits for this guy for 30 minutes. 2 and 3. Okay, so we've got her in there. We're going to put back on her shower cap and see her in 30 minutes. Bye, guys. And I'm back for round 2 of stretches. Is this what it feels like to be like a real life baker? Because I have done 2 loads of laundry since being home from my Japanese lesson, plus I have had a snack because I didn't really have time to catch lunch, and I am exhausted, and it is time to do stretch and folds. Oh my God, all of them. Sorry, you can't really see anything. No, you can't. Oh, I can't see me. That's so fun. Okay, Stretch and folds. I think this dough might be doing okay. I'm starting to see some bubbles in it, guys. This might be a good starter. Obviously, whenever we start out with a starter, it is not going to be that strong, so there is a chance that it will not turn out that great. Look at that bubble. Look at that. Okay, we're going to do 3 more stretch and folds because I think less is better. Look at that bubble. Oh my god, guys! So we will do that. And last one. Stretch! Okay, she is back in there. We will put her nightcap back on, and then I'll see you in 30 minutes. Bye, guys. And I am back with my third set of stretch and folds. First up, we have our new starter, stretch and folds. So far, he's looking really good. I've got some nice bubbles growing on him. Seems like a good texture, good consistency. He's a little bit stuck to the bowl right now. And there we go. Yeah, we've got some beautiful bubbles starting to come out on him. This is our third set of folds. I know I just said that. Whoops. Anyways, so we are seeing those bubbles coming in. Good gluten build up. Hopefully he continues to grow and doesn't just stay flat, because that is what is really common with your first couple of breads with your starter. However, this time I did wait a really long time to try to use the starter because I wasn't I don't want to say I wasn't as excited. I am excited, but I wasn't as anticipatory, and I was a little bit more cautious to wait it out. There we go. So hopefully me waiting and having patience will do us some good. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Okay, I am back for my fourth and final set of folds. I just went and picked up the kids. It is hot and humid. Well, not really hot. Hotter than what it's been. It's like 70 degrees. But it's been raining all day, so it is just like humid and sticky outside. It's kind of gross. So, okay, we've got our new starter dough. I'm seeing some bubbles, which is good. I'm not seeing a whole lot of growth compared to my other dough, which has me a little bit worried that it's going to take longer to ferment. It feels cold, so I'm hoping if I move it to a little bit of a warmer place, that will help. Coil fold 1. Let me move you down a little bit so you can see me. There we go. Coil fold 2. Look, we've got some bubbles coming in there. Can you see those? Coil fold 3. Coil fold 4. Get some good stretching in there. Coil fold 5. Look at those bubbles coming in. You see all those little bubbles? And then our last 6 coil folds. Okay, got her resting in there. Got her cap back on. I'm going to move her to a little bit of a warmer place and see if that helps some, because she feels kind of cold and she's not rising as much, so the starter just might not be as strong right now. So we need to give her a little bit of help, okay? See you in a bit.